So this is what he was preparing John for. He said, write the things which thou hast seen. And at this time, what he has seen was the state of the churches. The things which thou hast seen. Okay, what has he seen at this time? Oh, he has seen the revelation of Jesus. The things which are, which is the state of the churches, and the things which shall be hereafter. This is a three-dimensional book. It reaches into the past, it gives perspective to the present, and it gives perspective to the future to come. He had to meet one that was dateless, a personality that was timeless, beyond time, to be able to have the capacity to bear this testimony. Are you still with me? That was why Jesus was uncompromising. Even though he was not understanding, he felt like a dead man. Jesus had to revive him. There's no other way we can do this. I am the Alpha and the Omega. If you are going to write for me, you will need to know the past. And you are not an ancient. You will need the voice of an ancient to guide you. I am Omega. If you need to write about the future, you must be a spirit. You must be operating in a realm where time has no authority. Are you still with me? That was why Jesus did not spare John. I'd like us to go back to the encounters John had, and maybe you'll find yours there. I think I need to explain to us this Alpha Omega idea. Benny Hinn is one of the ministers that God used mightily to shape my life, shape my faith, shape my walk with God. I followed him like a very, very critical student of his. So much so that many years ago I used to wear white suits. Right? Benny Hinn. And it will interest you to know that those days are back, because God said, pick up those white suits again, pick them up. So when I was in Zimbabwe, I tried one out. Tried one out. And it was explosive in Zimbabwe. Amen. Some of you saw it. Yes. It was explosive in Zimbabwe. So the days of the white suit are back. Okay. So one of these days you will see me in one in London. Yes. So I was influenced by his ministry so much. And one of those days, he used to do this program. I don't know if he still does it. This is Your Day on TBN. So one of those days, he didn't have the opportunity to be in the studio. And it's interesting to know that This Is Your Day program is aired 2 weeks of post-production after the studio time. Unfortunately, he wasn't around for studio time one of those days. So the production manager now asked, okay, what do we do with the time? I said, okay, play an old tape. And the old tape that the manager picked was surprisingly not the kind of tape that he was supposed to pick, because it was not professional for him to pick that tape. The reason was because he gave a specific word of knowledge in the tape about a woman, put it on yellow. She was sitting on the couch. Her name was Phoebe. She had cancer, and the Lord was healing her. That was too specific to be a tape you just want to use for replacement. But 15 minutes after the airing of this old tape, then a lady called Phoebe now calls him. That I'm the woman you spoke about, and I've been diagnosed of cancer. I was put on yellow, and I was just in the description of what you said. And when you spoke about the healing, Benny Hinn was not on seat. Do you understand what I'm talking about? When you spoke about the healing, I felt a burning sensation. And the cancer burns, the cancer pains, they all disappear. So I'm calling in to testify. And then the production manager knew it was an old tape. So my question to you is, was that an old tape? The man that was walking behind the tape was not, it was a man that was not in time. He doesn't recognize old or new. That's what I mean by Alpha Omega. It's not time-based. Oh my God. And many of you, most of you in this place, my message that you heard that inspired you was an old tape. But what happened to you was not old. Good. So we have seen many people. I was in Uganda, and God broke out like a plague. And when I left Uganda, some radio stations picked the messages, put it on their station, and began to broadcast it on their frequency. Do you know that we were still getting testimonies from the radio message, healings from the radio message? Then I was no longer in Uganda. I had gone home, and I was probably not praying. I was sleeping. But there was something on the tape that was not time-based.